Dusty. 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 Mingo, stop. Yeah, I can't work with you here. You have to go. Oh my gosh, he's so hyper right now. Hey everyone, it's Kristen from Try Kristen Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys have been happy and healthy. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I like to stamp in my journals. So as you can see here, I like stamping is very dimensional, has a lot of texture, is kind of colorful. I don't really know exactly how to describe how I like to do this, but I'm going to definitely show you how I do it, and maybe you guys can apply it to your own journaling style, whatever that may be, or it might help you find your own unique journaling style. So the first thing that I do when I journal is I pick the type of ephemera I want to stamp on. So I have these tins that have different paper ephemera, and in this video I've chosen an old book page and two different types of paper from two different types of writing pads. The next thing that I pick out are my stamps. So I like to pick out all of my stamps way ahead of me actually playing around with them so that my workplace or my desktop isn't too cluttered. Now, if you journal at all or art journal at all, you know that you're gonna leave a mess. It happens. We all go through it, but I try to minimize it as much as I can. So the type of stamps that I pick out are the left side. If you could see on the left side, they're like stamps with like these lines that you don't really know what they are. And then on the right, I have stamps that are more of like the main character of the page. They're very distinct. They're a tree, they're a leaf, they're a bird, flowers, a girl, anything. And then I have like little tiny detailed stamps like the little branch, some of the smaller leaves. And then I like to choose my inks, which is basically a standard black, brown, and then these little colorful, I call them finger inks. I forgot what they're actually called, but I will definitely link it down below or put it on the page. But they're just so useful for detailing the colors of the stamps and kind of giving different shades of green or a faded look in some areas of the stamps that I really enjoy. So now we have all of our supplies, we can actually start stamping. I like putting them in the corners of the paper. I kind of like making a little corner within the corner using the stamps. As you can see here, I kind of make an L shape using those two rectangle stamps, and it kind of leaves an opening where I like to put the main character stamps, which I guess that's what I'm gonna call those stamps on the top right. I'm gonna call them the main character stamps. And these stamps that I'm using right now, these are the background stamps. Okay, we got our terminology going on. Alrighty, so after I've laid down the foundation, I know it looks a little rough, but it always comes together in the end. And just like coloring in a coloring book, I just ink the stamps the way I want it and place it on the paper. Okay, so I am just about done. Sometimes I have to stop myself and just say, okay, that's it, no more stamping. Because sometimes I just feel the need to just put more and more and more. So that's something that you can just experiment in different ways, and you can make a million of these papers. Just when you're bored, just get out a whole bunch of stamps, some ink pads, and just make a bunch of these for your journals. Hey everyone, so I just finished filming my video on how to layer stamps, and I just kind of wanted to go through it, kind of zoomed in. This one didn't really like how it turned out, but I will use it somehow. This is the part that I don't like, so I can put a sticker there later so that it can look better in my journal. So here, as you can see, I really liked how I had 3 different colors in these flowers. One way to really make stamping pop is when there is a really faded stamp and then there's a really bold stamp. This is faded. This one is kind of faded, and then these are my most bold. Same with this one. So you can either have stamps pop by putting a bold stamp in front of a faded stamp, or you can just have pops of color. Okay, so now that I've put everything away, I just want to show you guys examples of how I've used these papers in my journals. Let's see, so here, these are my Kodomo no Kao stamps. As you can see, I didn't learn at this time how to stamp lightly and then stamp harder for things. Like, all of these are the same amount of ink. Let's go. Here's when I started to play around with different colored stamps. Here's another example. This is the Chamel Garden stamp. Wow, my ink is super faded now. Either that or I feel like I should buy new ink, whatever. I feel like I was much better at stamping before. I should have looked at my own journals for inspiration for myself. Oh, I did it here. I stamp on paper and then I kind of rip around it. This one is just a hot mess. Oh, there's that. That one's kind of a hot mess too. Oh, I miss these stamps. It takes a long time to use different colors, but it's worth it. So fun. Okay, so that's number 1. Let's look at my art journal number 2. Oh my gosh, I am going to do a tutorial on how I do this. I don't know if you can see, but it's like tissue paper. So it has a really cool texture. I don't know if you can see that. I have another example in my other journal. Ooh, this one. Sometimes I forget how I used to journal before, and then I'm like, whoa, why don't I journal like that anymore? But that's okay. We all go through different journaling stages, and that is totally fine. Here's an attempt. I'm gonna make a flip through of this whole thing. I'll do that soon, a proper flip through. There's that, and then last one I want to show. Okay, here's another example. And here too. I made a video on that one. So I don't feel like journaling today, so I'm just gonna keep these for later. Thank you guys again for watching till the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.